Welcome to another Grit and Grime basketball pod. I am your host, as always, David Sagoe, here with Thomas Arnal,
Island Boy,
Michael Downey,
No. All right.
and Jose Garcia Vidal.
Hello, listeners.
Hi, Jose.
So before Jose kills Tom, we have a nice breezy pod here today. You might say it's
breezy.
It's oh, you see that? See, that's our first cough of the pod already. We got members in health and safety protocols. It's not just the league, it's permeated our podcast. So actually, did we originate it?
What do you mean?
Did you give COVID to Rudy Gobert?
I mean, I haven't seen any evidence.
I heard you
didn't.
We need a
Yeah, I heard you
timeline.
guys had dinner last night. Is that when you?
No, I mean,
Is that
in
what
happened?
2020. I mean, in
2020.
2020.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Mm.
We had.
And then he touched all the mics.
Then he
Didn't
touched
he?
the microphones,
Yes.
Yeah.
Patient zero. -0 was Tom.
-0. Yeah, I was.
He was minus $500,000 after that.
Oh.
So we do.
He's
Oh,
all right.
man.
He has more than that.
He's fine. Yeah, he got a couple million that summer, didn't he? Jeez.
Yeah.
He got
He got
paid.
200 million just from getting rebounds, as
Hey,
Shaq
man.
said.
Defense counts. Defense counts. I don't want to hear anyone tell me that defense doesn't count. So yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna talk about protocols in 3 different ways. We're gonna start with some good news, in my opinion, anyway. It's the New Jersey Nets, as Tom likes to call them.
It's like bittersweet news.
Yeah. The Brooklyn Nets have brought back Kyrie Irving. They're aware he can only play part-time, still can't play in New York. But they brought him back to play away games as their list of COVID related illnesses or games missed, as well as injuries, reaches new heights. They announced this on Friday. And then Saturday, they announced Kyrie Irving is in COVID protocols.
To be fair, it's a smart move because isn't every single game they're playing an away game? If you think about it, the arena. You know what I'm saying?
Keep shooting, Tom. Keep shooting.
Keep shooting.
Yeah. So first of all, what do we think about Kyrie being brought back? Them going back on their
Desperate move.
decision.
Desperate move. They need players. He's there.
It's a bit, I mean, do they like? They're doing fine. They're top of where they were top of the East. I don't know where they actually are right now. But
Still are.
everybody's losing players, and like, it's not like anybody's going out there with a fucking full squad right now. It's disappointing that they kind of went back on their principles.
Yeah, I wonder who made the final call and said it's fine, right? Like, what was the discussion here?
Yeah, I mean that's the question, isn't it? Really, I think when it gets to the point where you are having to go through like your G League roster and be like, who can we draft in? It must have made some sense to be like, well, shoot, we've got an all-star, an all-NBA player just sitting at home. And as much as it's only away games, only away games is more than no games, right? At this point, with the state of the team, like you said, it's a desperate move.
Yeah, it makes no sense, but it makes no sense. I mean, on multiple fronts, it just makes no sense. I mean, they did the whole thing of you can't play with us ever, A, because we don't want a part-timer, and then B, because we have principles. We don't want you to be infecting people. Okay, fine. And then like 3 months later, they just turn around and go, well, all right, we need you.
But that wasn't the thinking. It was more that the city of New York mandated that he had to have COVID. It wasn't about anyone else's health.
But they did come out and say that they can't have him out there in practice and anywhere, just being out of.
That was more for the distraction.
Yeah, but at some point it felt like it was a principle. You don't think it was a principle thing? I definitely
no.
The owner of the Nets came out and said they want everyone to get vaccinated and they don't want one to be, especially the one of the leader of the team. So it's like, I find it very disappointing that like literally 3 months later they find no one else to sign. Like I understand the thinking there. It's like, okay, he's there, he's signed, he's there.
I think the issue for me is more like, what has changed? Like, why was this not okay like X amount of months ago, and now that it is? Like, why? Like, I think they could just do a better job of sort of communicating why they've made that decision. If it is that they made the original decision because they thought it was disruptive, and now everything is fucking disruptive and it doesn't matter
exactly, that's it.
But yeah, then fair enough. But if the decision was based on more, you should be doing this because this is good for the team, it's good for the league,
no, I never saw it that way.
I think the NBA does a really good job of covering up reasons of why they do things, of decisions that they make, and this is one of them, right? We are here, four of us discussing and arguing about what was the reason why Kyrie wasn't allowed to play 3 months ago, because it wasn't clear, right? Principle, business, whatever you want to call it, there's 3-4 different reasons, because the media gave different reasons, right? And now the reasons are hidden again. I feel like the NBA is kind of controlling what comes out, right? At no point this decision was this decision questioned. All I saw was in all the accounts that I follow and news and articles I read is Kyrie's back, and Kyrie posted a picture or a video of him lacing up his shoes. As in, like, awesome, like, okay, from a basketball point of view, I see it, I'm like, wow, cool, but why, right?
Well,
nobody says that.
From the league's perspective, that's what they want you to see. They want you to see headline player is playing. They don't want you to say because 6 other headline players are not playing, right?
Absolutely.
That's definitely not the message that they want out there. So they just go, okay, here's a shiny positive. Kyrie's back. Look, cross, tween. Fine.
That's the fillet.
And by the way, like, are you guys aware of any other player that is not vaccinated and is not allowed to play? Because I'm sure there's more.
No.
Ben Simmons is one.
Is he the only? Is he the only unvaccinated player in the NBA?
Bradley Beal is another one, but he's allowed it.
Is he unvaccinated?
Yes.
No
Bradley
way.
Beal, Jonathan Isaac.
And they're playing every game, right? Because Washington has different mandates.
Depending on what state you're based in. I know it makes no sense.
And you can travel to New York and play there. You just can't be working in New York and work there.
Yeah,
exactly.
So what's the principle here then?
And that's why I didn't think it was based on principle, because there are other players who aren't vaccinated and are playing, right? Like New Jersey didn't say anything when Bradley Beal came to town.
But not on New York. Sorry, not on Brooklyn. Sorry.
It's not New York. Don't worry about it. It's not New York.
Brooklyn doesn't have anybody else that's unvaccinated. So then I thought it could have been more a situation where they were like, we have vulnerable people. We've had this discussion. We don't want to sort of allow that. But that's assumptions by me. It's assumptions by me.
Right.
So that's the situation. It's just one of those things where that city, I think San Francisco is another city where if you work there, if you work in an indoor environment, you have to be vaccinated.
Hence Wiggins getting vaccinated.
Hence Wiggins getting vaccinated. Otherwise, he would have been in the exact same situation.
Fine.
he's also entered protocols. And for some reason, when I saw that one, I was like, uh-oh.
At least he's vaccinated.
Right?
He's
We
gonna
kind of
be all right.
they kind of convinced him to do it, and now he's got the virus anyway.
Oh yeah.
But
He
get
must
the
be
booster,
happy.
Wiggins. Get the booster.
This is kind of the annoying thing that's gonna be a talking point that I can see now.
Yeah.
The people that did get vaccinated that
Mhm.
now end up in protocols are gonna
Mhm.
see a much worse sort of a consequence of those protocols of being locked down and not being able to do the things that they want to do than getting the illness, because even if they get the illness, it'll be quite minor. So it's it's going to end up in bad conversations, I think.
Yeah. Did you happen to? We didn't discuss it here, but did you guys pick up on what happened with LeBron a few weeks ago?
No.
I don't think I did.
It was quite recently. It might have been 2 weeks ago, something like that. LeBron entered the health and safety protocols for like 2 days.
Oh yes, for 2
and
days.
popped
Yeah.
back out.
Yeah.
And basically, what his opinion is he didn't know why he was put into protocols, but I'm pretty sure what happened was he. I don't think he failed a test, but I think he. Wait, they don't do contact tracing anymore, so he must have failed a test. And he he was put into protocols, and he was like, I have no symptoms, like I'm fine, like I don't need to be in protocols, basically.
Yeah.
And then he pretty much came back for the next game.
He actually went to see one of his son's games as well. It was being
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
So
he just
he-
came straight back. I assume he got 2 negative tests, and I don't know if he thinks that the original positive test was faulty or something like that, right? But yeah, because they obviously don't disclose some of those personal details, I found it very interesting that he just basically brushed it off.
They wouldn't do
'cause-
something like preferential treatment for a
Oh,
superstar.
no
For LeBron
way.
James and the Lakers? No, they
No
wouldn't.
way.
Clearly not.
He did miss a game.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
He did miss a game, and he was sorely missed.
oh yeah.
But yeah, I found that interesting. And then to have this happen like weeks later, LeBron infected everyone.
Okay.
His fault. Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is pass first. Hey.
So I'm reading an article, and it says under the league's protocols, NBA players need to quarantine for 10 days or until they can provide 2 consecutive negative COVID-19 tests. So maybe he did, right?
Yeah.
So it's still like benefit of the doubt here, but
Mm.
we've seen it happen so many times with LeBron, though, this benefit of the doubt that
No, but I mean,
he got on WhatsApp and texted AS. He went, yo,
ADS,
hey, AS, let me
I
play.
want to go watch a high school game.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened as well. And so the protocols aren't as clear as they used to be. I caught a bit of what's it called? The Old Man and the Three, the JJ Redick podcast. He had he's retired now, but he had current player, what's his face? Second year player, Sacramento Kings.
no, not Fox. Halliburton.
Had Tyrese Halliburton on there, and they were talking about the difference in the rules compared to last year. And Halliburton was saying, like, last year it was very clear, right? They started the league without clear rules set in place if anyone got COVID, and then part of the way through the season they were like, well, if X number can't play, we're going to postpone games. And then they brought in those protocols saying you had to stay in your hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if you needed something from outside, you ordered. Basically, if you're on the road, you stay in your hotel as much as possible, and then after a while, they were allowed out for a walk. But the rules were very clear and very stringent, and some players hated it. Like some said it was worse than the bubble because at least in the bubble you could socialize with each other, you could go to each other's rooms and all of that stuff.
Coffee from Jimmy.
Go fishing in that one pond with the one fish. And yeah, so you were allowed to do stuff, whereas last year it was much more stringent and everyone else was out to an extent, right? And there was no fans. Whereas now there's fans where if you're eating or drinking, you don't have to wear a mask. You can swear at LeBron James and get kicked out.
Or KD.
Or KD.
Oh, no, that's the other way around. He swears at you. And
And you get kicked out.
And kids. Yeah.
And who else swore at? Oh, Kuzma swore at a fan as well.
Yeah.
Flipped him the bird. And then social media snitched, man. Come on, guys. But they were saying that this year there are no rules. Like you're allowed to do whatever you want, and it's just spreading and spreading, and games are getting postponed, and there's still no restrictions. Fans can pretend they're eating and drinking and just be there front row with no masks on. Like it's just become so loose, as if COVID doesn't exist in certain places, right? And now the players are feeling the brunt of it, and the league is feeling the brunt of it. There was another headline I read over the weekend that said, like backstage with the players, they behave like there's no COVID, and you're seeing the spread of it now.
The players, especially if they're on the same team, they're training so much together, they're traveling together, like they're not going to act like you can't say, oh, well, you can go and touch each other up in the paint, but then you've got to stay 2 meters away from each other.
That makes
sense.
Like,
like that sort of thing to me has never made sense. You can't sort of try to dictate that. Like if you're saying, all right, the players are going to be here, and then everybody else needs to have sort of certain rules around them. Fair enough. But there's got to be logic, otherwise people lose trust in them. And if they can see that it's bullshit, it just it crumbles everything. Yeah. Right. And then they just do whatever they want.
You see on social media, like when Steph was in New York and he went out with KD, they went to a club. Do you think they were wearing masks in those clubs, and then they go back to their own team and then bang? You know, that's all it takes. One bit of bad luck and you infect everybody else. So
yeah, it's a lot of gray areas, man. A lot of gray areas, and you have so many players on protocols, and the stands are full. They're full. So you're not thinking when you think and you talk about COVID protocols, like clearly the league is not thinking about general health and safety. They're just thinking of money, right?
Keep the games going.
Yeah. Well, it's a massive contrast when you go, again, going back to Europe games, where like everybody has to wear a mask when you get into an arena. I had to show my COVID pass when I went in there, so it's like there's a lot of stuff that are in place, so people are at a minimum in some sort of safety or safe environment. But like I don't feel like in the US, if you look at a lot of those videos posted on social media, I don't think they actually, maybe it's a society thing, maybe it's a attitude thing. There's like, oh, it's done now, it's over, so let's do something, let's not care as much.
I don't know what their attitude to like COVID passes are, but the narrative that gets spun by certain outlets about it's sort of like dictatorship, it's fascist sort of stuff, like it's really mad. Like I can see when you get to the point where you're saying employment and stuff like that and things like that, that's sort of dicey ground. But when you're sort of saying we need to protect businesses, therefore we're going to ask to see if it's safe for you guys, like I don't think it's that much of a big deal to ask about that. And I have the feeling that American media and British media works in similar ways. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a big pushback on that sort of thing.
Similar, but not the same. But yeah, there would be a big push up. There would absolutely be a big pushback. And I kind of get why there would be a big pushback, especially when you see people who have been double jabbed getting COVID. Right? Because then you can't just say, well, sure, that person's less likely. Exactly. That person's less likely to get it than me, sure. But you can't guarantee that they don't have it already.
But that's not how those works. It's not. When you get a flu vaccine as well, it's the same thing. It doesn't mean you're not going to get it. It means if you do get it, you're not going to suffer as much.
Yeah, but then why can't I, as someone, and I have gotten all of my boosties, but why in a hypothetical world where I haven't?
So let's say you're Kyrie. Hold on. Go on.
Let's say I'm Kyrie, and me and KD want to go to the game. KD's double jabbed. I have no jabs. KD is in health and safety protocols right now.
Can I? Do you mind if I?
Yeah, go for it.
Because I think it's something that gets missed a lot, and it's terrible communication across sort of the boards on a lot of things. So you will get it. As somebody that's vaccinated, you will get it. The point is that you don't suffer from it. It doesn't hospitalize you. It doesn't kill you. Right? That's the point. The other point is that it fights it off quicker. And you don't carry it at all. It sort of washes off almost. Or you have it for a much less amount of time. And therefore
stops transmission.
Yeah, the transmission is lowered like that. So it's a great good thing, and it slows it down. It stops it from being so transmissible, and it is difficult when you write it down to like one scenario like this, or where we were both in the same place and But for the greater good of things, everybody being vaccinated means the transmissibility goes down dramatically.
On a personal level for that person's own good as well. Like it's.
But people can then say, well, I'm happy with the risk that I'm taking. It's not about them. There are going to be people that can't have the vaccine. It's about protecting those people. For me, anyway. So.
Yeah.
Rant over. Sorry.
So if Tom was gonna go.
Fair.
No. He's explained perfectly.
Cool. So with that, the new protocols that have come in to the league basically state that you can that instead of bringing in restrictions, what they've said is you can bring in more players. So if you have 2 players in health and safety protocols, you can bring in 1 player to your roster. If you have 3 players in health and safety protocols, you can bring in 2 players to your roster. If you have 4 players in health and safety protocols, you can add 3 players to your roster, and so on and so forth. N+1, Mike, that's for you.
Thank you.
Is there a limit to how many times you can do that? Like if you got 12 out, can you bring 11?
Yes.
For fuck. Okay.
They should just televise the G League and
Well, I know, right?
Why don't you just bring NBA players to the G League?
Yeah, do that.
That's easier.
God.
Pay them less, right? That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
save some dollars.
If you're playing in the Canada Basketball League right now, you might get an NBA call-up. Like, we're getting to that point.
Well, I mean, freaking Mario Chalmers is back in the G League, man.
Is he?
Mario Chalmers. Like,
Got to backfill.
What? Mario Chalmers! No! Why?
I'm telling you, man, there's opportunity. There is opportunity here. I might even go to America just for a little bit, just to see if I can pick up a 10-day. I'll just dribble around Madison Square Garden or something. I don't know.
He's got a ball. Get him.
They just need warm bodies at this point. They just need warm bodies, man. and I'm the coldest. It's actually wild. Another article states that there is 100 players. 100 players have entered the health and safety protocols.
Isn't that like 25% of all players?
Yes.
How many are there? 300 and something?
400. Yeah, 400.
It's 400. I think it's over 400.
So,
yeah.
That's 25% of players. That's insane.
Yeah. 10 per day over the last 4 days.
You need to stop this madness,
the
man.
20th.
If 25% of your workforce is out,
stop this madness.
Get a bigger workforce.
Get a bigger workforce. Let's go.
It's a 600 player league now.
If you have money, you can. That just shows that if you have money, you can do whatever you want, right?
Yeah, they're going full speed ahead.
Oh my
it's important to note that we praise the NBA for being one of the first leagues to shut down. The NHL has suspended itself.
Have they?
Yeah.
Have they? When? Like today, maybe?
I think I heard about it today, but I think it might have happened yesterday or so. Let me just double check here. NHL.
Oh, NHL.
Yeah. Not NFL.
Oh, hockey.
Yeah.
Oh,
hockey.
fine.
Yeah.
I thought you meant football. Because the NFL, they don't care, man.
Yeah, but the NHL, it's a temporary thing. They're just shutting down for a week.
Yeah.
It's something, right? It's something.
It's something.
It's like what they call it. What does the government here call it? The circuit breaker.
Yeah, circuit breaker.
Yeah.
It works, right? I mean, we don't know if it works, but it's something.
I've got a sneaky feeling that the NBA is going to let the Christmas games go and then maybe go, hey, let's break it for a week.
Same as the
is DS friends with BJ?
Hey, everybody's friends with BJ.
You mean AS, right?
AS, yes, AS.
I was like, why have I got to be friends with that too?
Oh god.
Oh man.
I mean, like a brief lockdown, like a brief sort of shutout or whatever, like now seems like a sensible thing to do just because of how quickly it's spreading. They don't even.
It's incredible.
There's too many questions right now. Like there's, it could be the case of, you know what, it's a weekend strain. Have at it. You're gonna have a flu or whatever. But there's still the unknown of actually this could be really, really bad.
Really bad, yeah.
And the concern is, I think the reasoning behind not having a circuit breaker is that they take a week's break or they take 2 weeks break, and then when they come back in 2 weeks, there's still a bunch of players that have it. Because like COVID's not going anywhere, right? We know that. So that's part of why they haven't gone for a circuit break.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah,
They have to put sort of targets in, like.
Yeah. They have to do something, man. We're talking about 25%. It's just you can't. It's impossible. Everything suffers. The quality of the game suffers, obviously. Ticket sales are gonna go down as well. So I don't know, man. And
with that said, we have some great games coming up on the horizon. Christmas Day.
They're not so great. Let's face it. I think the first one is not that good.
The first one.
Shots fired.
God.
Come on.
Your team's not even invited to the Christmas
We're fine.
games,
We had too many already. I think that whoever thought about, putting these teams together, like they thought about it like last year, right? Like when some of these teams were doing well.
But that's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how it goes.
We kick things off with the Atlanta Hawks at Madison Square Garden. Let me just double check that.
Yeah.
Yes, at Madison Square Garden for Christmas. There's few better places to spend it, really.
Not No, better place.
in a rematch of the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, we're gonna smash them.
Double checking
Well,
these.
Bing
The
bong,
Hawks-
bing bong, bang.
Capella and Gallinari entered the protocols today.
Yeah, they're out.
Trey
So-
Young is in protocols as well, correct?
Yeah,
Allegedly. Yeah.
should still be. Yeah. Is Bogdanovic injured as well?
Yes, Bogdanovic is out. So it's okay.
So-
We'll smash them.
Who are you playing? Man, like, Mutombo and Abdul Rahim.
Vince Carter will come back.
Vince Carter. Yeah.
Dominique.
And Josh, what was his name? Is it Josh
Which
Richardson?
one?
Josh killed Josh.
Josh Smith?
Josh
Smith.
Childress.
Childress.
Oh, Josh Smith as well.
Oh, you
Both
want to
of
bring
them.
back
They
Childress?
were both Hawks players.
Mm. Yeah, and then the Knicks are starting Kyle Walker.
That tells
see.
pretty well.
Yeah, we got Sprewell, we got a bunch of people. Charles
Hey,
is coming back.
That K Walker guy the other day, he scored 30 against the Celtics, didn't he? And your
I'm
guy doesn't want to
telling
put him in the rotation.
I told you there's opportunities for the little players out there.
Yeah.
They're letting anyone
Literally.
play.
Literally the little players. Because
Found
Yeah,
this
crazy
5'9" guy.
This was fun.
So how could they not bring back Kyrie? Come on, man. If
Yeah.
Kemba can play,
So what are we thinking? You're beating
Amazing.
the Hawks, right, Tom?
Oh yeah, I'm giving you a score
Shit.
right now. 110-98.
It's score. Wow.
110-98. I can see
victory.
it in my third eye, the one I got from my cold. 110-98. Called it now.
Wow.
Called it now. Okay, you can come back to me
That's very
on
specific.
26 and say, hey, no, actually 25th in the evening. Tom, how come you knew the results? Just know it.
Very specific.
Very specific.
yeah, Walker and Fournier got buckets on the Celtics. Yeah, I think your roster seems like it's in a better place, but that also means that it's more likely to not be in the same place on Saturday, right?
In 3 days.
Right?
That's very true. Half of it will be
Who
on
knows,
yeah,
man?
health and safety.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
You wasted it on the Celtics.
Well, you got like 6 players anyway, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
alright. We'll smash them anyway. Get that revenge on Trey Young.
Yeah, I don't see with those players out, I don't see the Hawks being able to do anything.
They
But
won't be able to do anything, man. No.
who knows? Whoever could have a breakout
Well,
game.
they might bring back, Mario Chalmers to because anybody. So when a player is playing in the G League, any team in the NBA can call them up, right? Because that's what's
so
happening,
weird.
right? Because
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas was playing for the Rapids, the Denver Nuggets affiliate team, and he got called up by the Lakers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
And I
there was
think-
some, like first pick goes to like the affiliate.
I don't
Fine,
know.
but maybe they asked him, "Hey, are you gonna call him up?" Nah, it's
Yeah.
fine. You take him.
That would be reasonable.
But he had only
Right?
played one game in the G League.
IT, yeah.
So,
Yeah. He played one
cool.
game, then the Lakers called him up.
I scored 42.
Yeah.
he's like, get him.
The Lakers
Yeah.
did that. The Lakers do that every summer, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is play. Get him.
Remember that guy that looked old as
Get him.
fuck?
Yeah.
Andre Ingram.
Andre.
Oh, Ingram, yeah.
Hey, he got a
the
10-day
president-
contract, didn't he?
Yeah, president of the Players Association in the G League.
Nice.
He just got re-elected.
Nice.
That's
Shouts
a
to
good job
Andre.
at 65-year-old, you know.
Scored 11 points in 7 minutes.
Fuck, he's only 36.
Lightning.
Wow.
Yeah. I said love.
He looks older.
Yeah, the Grey
Oh,
Mamba.
he actually plays for them.
Great, mom.
Where's gold?
Grey
Wow.
Mamba. Grey Mamba,
Classic.
baby.
Lovely.
Lovely.
That's good.
Still
for him.
Lance Stephenson being called up as well.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
he
got
needs
called
By
to
up.
who?
be.
By
He's
That's-
shoot.
He got called. He was playing for the
No,
Rapids
he's
as
on
well
the Hawks.
with IT.
He's just signed for the Hawks.
Yeah.
So he'll
10-day,
be
right?
playing New York.
Dance and make him dance.
He's gonna do the air
Yeah.
guitar.
Make him dance. He's the best, man.
He's awesome.
I
I like him.
liked him in the
So
Lakers
funny.
actually.
Yeah.
Fucking hate that guy.
And in the Pacers, he was quite good.
Yeah.
Can you imagine him being on your team? Like, fucking so annoying. Like the one time it actually pulls off and he doesn't fall on his ass. He's all like, "Oh, guitars! Get the fuck out of here, Lance."
Imagine him with Pat Beverly on your team. How much? Oof.
Oh,
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Hey, Pat Beverly is he's a veteran now. He's a veteran leader over there at the Timberwolves.
He actually
Don't
helped up.
They have a better
Help.
record than the Knicks.
Anyway,
Yeah.
he's helped the referee get up the other day. It's quite cute. It's like, oh, look at
Oh,
Oh,
him.
Pat Bev, yeah.
Yeah, look
He's
at
a
him. being so nice.
People's player.
Hang on,
Sweetheart.
Timberwolves. The fuck are you talking
I
about?
imagine it's like one of those wrestling things where he helps them get up and then like throws them to the other side of the ring.
Oh, Mario Chalmers is also signing with the
Clotheslines.
Grand Rapids. So the Nuggets are actually, just in case, but
The
hiring
farming
all this
system.
bunch of players.
Yeah. Yeah, getting that money.
Oh shit! Really, the Wolves? Oh,
Any more on the Hawks and the Knicks? Any more for any more? We move on.
I think the Knicks are gonna win this one, yeah.
110.98. 33
And I
points
predict
for Randall.
that if Lance Stephenson plays, we'll see the air guitar.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that'll
Oh.
happen.
He's scoring 20 points for sure.
No, Stevenson's gonna go 12.
Fournier can't.
Just
12
top
points.
level. 12 points because Fournier's on him, so that's 12 easy points. Then Fournier's gonna score 27. So, my God, what happens if I get all of it right? Sweet.
Wow. We call witchcraft and burn you. Pretty much.
Wow.
Old school.
Harvey out of
The
London.
traditional
for me.
guy.
Out of the traditional game. Is that what they do outside of the M25? Mike, you tell me.
Still burning people.
Oh, got him. So the next game scheduled, I think it's 7:30.
7:30. Yeah.
Now I'm confused. Boston Celtics versus the Milwaukee Bucks.
That's another game that, you know, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the Celtics are, I mean, they're just so irregular, aren't they?
They are, but the Bucks have no one unless their players will be back for this game.
Oh, is Giannis playing though?
He didn't play the last game.
Mm.
He didn't play the last game. They were without Middleton, who's injured actually.
Yeah.
And they got spanked by 29 points by the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are also missing players.
The Cavs are like
Hey,
fourth in the ESPN power rankings.
On
Wow.
Google, they're third ahead of the Bucks.
Oh wow!
Third in the power rankings.
They're third in the actual
Standings.
standings. Yeah. They're
Yes,
19
they
and
are.
12. Yeah, 19 and 12 in the Bucks and 19 and 13. So
And Ricky
and they're on
Rubio
six-
still came off the bench.
6-game winning streaks. Yeah.
I mean, that works though. Keep him
Working.
on the bench if it works for them, man.
Hey, the Cavs. The
Whatever
Cavs,
they're
the
doing,
Cavs,
just keep it going.
the Cavs are on the best winning streaks of the entire NBA. They're
8-2.
6 in a row.
Man,
They
8-2
won
in the last
the
10,
last 6, and that's it. Who's the Wolves with on the 4-game winning streak. Oh my God, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Even the
you
leagues got
see-
COVID.
did you
The actual NBA's got COVID.
What are these guys?
Giving us some
Yeah, the
weird
Bucks-
ass.
The Bucks have no one, man. They started Wara and Mamukelashvili. Really?
Sure.
Smashed it.
yeah, and he played 42 minutes. Mamu Kelashvili played 42 minutes. Javonte Smart played 44 minutes.
Wow.
And Boogie.
Boogie
Boogie.
started, played 27. Jordan
I mean,
Nwora played
Thanasis
42.
played 25 minutes. That tells you that they're
25
not doing well.
minutes.
Tells you everything you need to know.
Just trying to trick the fans at that point. Look, he's there. He's there. There's
Lots of
Antetokounmpo.
energy, right? Lots of energy.
Yeah, but it says they rested Drew Holiday. He had 40 points in an overtime game the game before this, and they rested Grayson Allen. I don't see how you can rest players during
Yeah, why would you?
during a situation like this.
They're saying we take this L. Thank you.
So
Yeah.
Next.
So you're thinking then the Celtics played what last night, and they had a full roster.
They had pretty close
Not
to a
full roster, but the 5 starters are all there. So
Yeah, they are.
I think this is this is gonna be taken by the Celtics then.
Yay, NBA, another marquee matchup. It's going to be a beautiful product for the team. Again, since Tatum and Brown and Smart were all healthy for the last game, who's to say they're going to be healthy for the next one?
You never know.
Wrap those boys in cotton wool, man.
Look, the best way to handle this is to be drunk pretty much from 10 a.m. and sit down and watch the games and have fun.
Okay.
Let's not take those seriously.
And if you squint, you might think that Kobe's out there.
Oh, yeah. Sure. I don't know if I go that far, but yeah.
That's just
you can mistake Lance Stevenson for LeBron James.
Just squint real hard. Could be him.
Squint real hard.
Could
kind of
be.
blocky,
Next game on this exciting schedule. Don't you love Christmas?
Yeah.
This is actually the best game.
Oh, come on. What is it?
Go ahead, Jose.
It's Suns Warriors.
It's at 10 o'clock, is it?
Nice.
5 p.m. US, so
yeah,
10
Eastern time. So yeah, that's what 8 p.m. here, isn't it?
10.
10?
Yeah,
no,
5 hours.
West Coast.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Marquee matchup. And these teams seem to be intact.
They're quite healthy, yeah.
As of recording.
Asterisks right now.
Yeah, I mean, Steph played in Boston. Draymond, Iguodala, everyone was there. The whole gang was there. We're not going to see Clay back yet. But yeah, same thing in Phoenix. Devin Booker's been back for a game or two now, I think. So they've got their full roster back. Did Ayton play in the last game?
Yeah,
he's been out.
Yes,
he did.
But their last game was on Friday, man.
Was it that long ago? I feel like I just watched highlights of them.
It was on Friday.
That means they're going to play before. Oh, they got the Lakers tonight.
But that's a win.
That's just training session. Quick training session.
Rest everybody.
But it could be a COVID opportunity.
But I thought you're not allowed to visit retirement homes. With the new restrictions.
Ouch.
I mean, you gotta.
All our young players are injured.
Yeah. And you gotta be respectful to the elders. So you gotta.
It's just the old ones out there. Trevor Ariza made his season debut, guys, against the Bulls.
Yeah.
37-year-old Trevor here to fix everything. All the Lakers' ills.
38 points by DeRozan that killed the Lakers.
Yeah, worked out just fine.
He's mad at the Lakers for not choosing him over Westbrook,
he's destroyed us in both games. He would have been so much better for us than Westbrook would have. Oh, well.
Exactly.
We never could have got him in a sign and trade with the Spurs. Popovich would have just looked at us and gone,
lol.
It's not the same timeline, man. Fine. Oh, Jose's broken. Oh no.
It's okay. He's still crying. I think he's crying inside. Look.
Derek Weinstein, all right? Hey.
He is actually.
There we go.
There we go.
The John Murray got another triple-double last night. He's second in the league second in the league this season actually.
As we know,
in triple doubles.
Very
cool.
Behind who?
I don't know. I just know he's second.
Interesting. So who we got taking it? Warriors Suns. The third game in the series.
They're tied so far.
Phoenix,
think,
yep. Phoenix took the first one in a close one. Then the Warriors took the second one in not a close one.
Steph Curry has been absolute garbage every time I've watched him play a Christmas Day game. So I'm
True.
taking the Suns, right? Fuck that guy.
Good idea.
I'm going Suns also because the exact same reason. Every year I watch him play and it's like, oh God, what are you doing? He gets distracted. Like when he was trying to break the record, he started playing shit.
But he doesn't have to break the record now, does he?
No, but
No.
there's a Christmas game, so it's still going to be shit. Because that's history.
I
that's
think,
one lesson.
yeah, I'm gonna go for Steph since you're both picking the Suns.
All
I'm gonna
right.
go for the Warriors.
Steph
Just
there.
because.
Peace. Hey.
For spite.
Could this be his Clay's coming back? Let me go off for one last time before my
he
buddy
doesn't
come back.
do Christmas Day game. He's distracted by the Jesusness. Gets too excited.
By the way, Murray has 6 triple
little
doubles and Jokic has 6 triple doubles. So
I was
they're
gonna say
leaders this week. This week, sorry, this year.
Jokic, look at that guy. So talented. I'm gonna go Suns too. Are the Suns the best team in the league?
I just can't. I can never do it because I think other teams at their best would still beat them. I feel like
Okay.
the Warriors playing at their best still beat them.
You
I
think?
agree. Yeah, I agree.
Still don't believe in this
Sixers.
Warriors team.
I believe. No, we believe. We believe.
Mm.
We believe.
And
Get the
the
reference.
Bucks. To be fair, if the Bucks are fully healthy and at their best, then as we saw.
If the Nets are fully healthy and everybody's vaccinated.
They're still trash.
No, they're not.
Have you actually seen them play? Like an entire full game.
Yeah,
Seen
well,
where they are in the
It's
league.
KD ball. No. It's
Fine.
KD ball. It's
Yeah.
if KD works well and you go well, it's fine.
Tom,
They're-
if they're
they're
fully
just
healthy
trash.
and they have Kyrie, they walk the fucking.
yeah.
I
Unstoppable.
actually do not buy it for 1 second.
I don't think we're ever gonna see it at this
We'll
pace.
we'll
like,
never find out
we
anyway.
might
but I
not
don't
ever
buy it.
find out.
Hey, and on a
Wow.
away game somewhere outside of New York, they might be fire.
When they start NBA Mexico, they're just like no rules.
There were talks a couple of years ago about having a team in
Kyrie
Mexico,
plays
right?
once.
Yeah.
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 There's a
Man.
big
Yeah.
market there.
It's a big drug market too. I'm allowed to say that because I'm Latin American.
Yeah, you can go for it.
You guys can't.
I'm not even allowed to laugh.
No.
It's okay. We all have our funny neighbors. You know, we have Belgians,
Yeah.
the Brits. Well,
Oh,
We have you.
no. You guys do the Scottish and Welsh. So you do that.
I thought you
We
were gonna
have
say
you.
something about the French.
You have nothing.
Earned in your own joke.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ah.
Where are the Rails again? Oh yeah, the Suns are the best team in the league. Yep, book it.
Well,
Book it. Book it. Get to.
Yeah, man. Start planning for the parade.
Sure.
Speaking of parades,
trash
two
game coming up. Yeah.
favorites for the NBA Finals:
What?
Brooklyn Nets and the Los Angeles Lakers will be
Where do you
meeting
see
head to head.
this going? Dave?
Completely not the finals.
What's happening on
Completely.
this game, Dave? Tell me. You're the Lakers guy here. What's
It's at 1
happening?
a.m. Nobody's going to be watching.
Who's
so it's
who's
okay.
playing? Who's playing? Which players do you have available?
Isaiah Thomas,
Yes.
Russell
Which one?
Westbrook,
Yeah,
LeBron
yeah,
James,
Yeah.
Okay.
Carmelo Anthony,
Oof, straight
fine.
fire. Yeah.
Trevor Ariza.
Oh,
Great.
This is where-
DJ?
This is where it gets dicey. Yes, DeAndre Jordan.
you know what it feels like? It feels like, you know,
What?
you've got your PS4 and you're like, I'm going to play some NBA 2K12. Like, oh, what's the roster in 2K12? Oh my God, that's fire. I know. Wait, it's 2021. Oh,
Rondo.
Oh yeah. Oh,
He's available.
yeah.
He started the other day.
Mm.
What's
it,
your
pretty
rookie?
much.
Your rookie, the guy that scored the winning 3-pointer the other day.
He's out.
What's-
He's out.
What with COVID?
Yeah.
What?
I think so.
Shocker.
Did he get it from? Did they go out after he scored that? Like,
They must have.
They were all around him. You saw them hugging him.
oh man.
Choo choo. Yeah.
How is Keanu Reeves more famous than Austin Reeves? I'm like, come on, Google.
What has he done?
Okay,
What has he done?
I almost.
Keanu's never hit the
fall for
game
that.
winner against. Who was that? Like
Keanu Reeves can do
Thunder or
whatever he
some
wants, man.
bullshit.
Not score a winning 3 at the buzzer. Can't do that.
Exactly.
I mean,
I'm sure he could.
Pretty quick.
yeah,
With the
In the
power,
Matrix, anything's possible, man.
not
True.
tested. Not tested.
You can learn how to play basketball with the program like 2 seconds, right?
I mean, when Alex Caruso says that you're already better than he was in his first year, it tells it all, really. It's destined for the top.
Oh. Okay.
Keanu?
Did you see that post that the Bulls had of Benny the bull
the bull.
with a poster? You know that famous meme of Wolverine holding a picture, like a portrait,
He's in bed.
and he's in bed and he's like reminiscing and like
Can find
Mm.
missing it. So this is Wolverine with the face of the Lakers logo, and on the picture is Caruso.
It's a true tweet. Official.
So good.
It's been that way for quite some time. I've seen so many different faces with Caruso's picture there. Like
It's fine, it's
it's just yeah. But yeah. Who's in the protocols? Frank Vogel is in the protocols. Avery Bradley, Taylor Horton Tucker, Dwight Howard, Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn,
Oh man.
and Austin Reeves. And Kendrick Nunn's been injured all season.
I was gonna say, has he even played?
So wild. So yeah, like I said, all of our young guys are out. And
Gosh.
Rondo.
And the coach.
All 2 of them are out.
Oh no, Rondo's in. Sorry, I was reading a different.
And AD is injured, so
AD's
gosh.
out. 4 weeks minimum. 4 to 6.
But thankfully, it wasn't a worse injury than it was, though.
Yeah.
Hey, but Lakers play on Christmas Day. All right.
Well, it
The
doesn't.
All the time.
We used to play on Christmas Day when we had like Gowdluck running the team and them guys. Oh, we used to have a
Some other guy.
horrible roster. Robert
Yeah.
Sacre was starting
Oh, yes.
on Christmas Day.
That's what I'm saying. It's Christmas Day.
So who you guys got? No KD.
OKD.
Nah, he's in protocols.
Oh, of course. Patty Mills is gonna be the leader of that team.
Yeah. And Blake.
Is Harden
Blake's
playing?
playing.
What's Harden
All
like?
they have to do is wear those Australian jersey and they'll win the game. Just get a FIBA Mills.
Who the hell is Kessler Edwards, man?
Don't know.
They 39 minutes the other day.
Yeah, man. That's how it goes. That is
Gosh.
how it goes.
Wow.
So their last game was against the Magic. Yeah,
They
lost to the
played-
Magic.
8 players.
This is why they needed Kyrie.
Oh god.
Anyway, so
Steve Nash's available.
picking a winner, easy enough.
David Duke started. David
Jesus.
Duke.
Oh, I forgot that guy exists.
Yeah.
That
Infamous.
I
I don't even know who that
promise
is.
I'm not the racist one.
Don't
Is
even
that
know
what
who this
Kyrie is
is.
back? He was like, whoa. And not have that.
We hired David Duke. Shit.
Yeah, they played 8 players. Yeah, Kessler Edwards, David Duke, Langston Galloway, who was a call-up, James Ennis, who was a call-up. So yeah, they had
Who
6
was
actual players. Shaq Harris is their rookie. So is Cam Thomas. Like,
So I mean, it's clear that the Lakers are going to win this game.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
but
Punish them.
here's the thing, though: they should win this game. But the Lakers should like we all know, you know what I'm saying here, right? Like they should have won a bunch of games that they lost.
Yeah.
So
No.
I don't know, man.
So we're gonna make it interesting. Everything's a movie. Everything's a movie. There's gonna be drama. Can they pull it off? Will Russell Westbrook pass to one of his teammates or a member of the crowd? You just don't know with the Lakers, man. It's great viewing.
Yeah, it's an adventure. It's what you want.
Exactly.
When you follow a basketball team, it's uncertainty. It's what you want.
Drama.
Every game's different.
I mean, LeBron himself should eat this team alive, but we'll see.
I'm gonna go with a Lakers win.
Yeah, me too.
Because
this is one of the times that like Westbrook is actually a floor raiser, and he'll still be out there like full of Christmas pudding. A fucking triple.
Yeah, let's not forget what happened last year with Paul George and how they lost by 70 against the Mavericks. You guys remember this?
Yeah. That wasn't Christmas though.
Was
that Christmas?
The day after Christmas.
That
Yeah,
was the
something
day
like
after
that.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys remember this? And
now,
he
yeah.
and he came out saying,
We watched it. We all watched it.
yeah, he came out saying, yeah, you know,
We didn't
had
have
a
the
little
right
bit,
mentality.
had a little bit to drink, you know.
It's fair enough. Fair enough.
For the Christmas joys. Not Westbrook.
Lakers take it.
Do that shit.
Based on LeBron's team now, LeBron's not going to allow that. It's gonna go.
Really? I
Show
mean,
up 6 hours before the game.
LeBron does perform on Christmas. He's like, I think, did he overtake Kobe last year for all-time Christmas point scorer?
I believe it does ring a bell. I believe you're right. Yeah, that he's taking over that.
Yeah.
And
And he's been getting 30 a night. 30 a night. Been killing it. Player of the week.
I don't think the New
Put it
Jersey
with his
Mets,
MVPs.
the New Jersey Mets can do anything.
New Jersey Mets.
Yeah.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets.
And our last game, Dallas Mavericks versus Utah Jazz.
Definitely would be asleep for that one. Because
Me
what
too.
time's that on? 3:30 in the morning. No way I'm up. Yeah. Utah seems to be the only team that's not suffering from
Basically,
COVID,
they
right?
seem to have their whole team. Maybe COVID doesn't exist in the mountains.
Thanks to Rudy. He's probably infected everyone the first time round, and now they're all immune to it.
Strong ass antibodies from 2 years ago.
So looking at their last game, they lost to the Timberwolves because everyone does. Unstoppable.
Apparently, Cat is the best big man shooter of all time. But
Well, statistically, he's correct, but
According to
come
Cat.
on, man. Have
yeah,
you heard of Dirk Nowitzki?
Sample size.
You didn't
Sample
take
size.
enough. You didn't take enough.
Come
You
on.
take enough.
Come
we all know it's
more
Chris
confident.
Webber.
Please, Cat.
We all know it's
Please,
Chris Webber.
Cat.
And what did he really do with it? What did he really do with it?
Just won a championship.
One. And an MVP. Come
And
on,
an
man.
MVP.
And made 75 players in the 75, right? Like that's it.
That was on hair. That was on hair alone.
Exactly. Cats light years ahead, light years. Looking at the Mavs roster, they're not in good shape either, really. Chris Stapps is around. They've basically got like 6 or 7 rotation players. But then I don't think they're that deep anyway. I don't know if Luka's set to come back. He's injured, right?
He's injured and out of shape. So
Yeah.
He said it himself, isn't he? He's struggling.
Yeah. He said
too much.
said he had a long
Slovenian food.
summer
Yeah.
and he took too long off.
What do they drink in Slovenia? Do you know?
Everything.
Everything.
Vodka? Is it
Everything.
vodka?
Is it ouzo as well, like in Greece?
What's that?
I'm sure they must have something local that is not good for
Beer.
your liver.
Beer is what they drink.
I think beer would be yeah.
They like their beer.
Yes.
But the Jazz have had everyone pretty much. They're still trucking on, have a good record, even though the Spurs got the better of them last week.
That's a blip. Just
But yeah, they pretty much have their roster intact. So I'm going Jazz, baby.
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
Yeah, just all the way.
Hard not to. Unanimous.
125-88 final score.
What's up with you and being very specific?
I'll just
40 from Porzingis.
Nah, not even. Nah, it's gonna have like a 27 game night. Yeah.
Okay. Stretching out Rudy.
Stretching out Rudy. Yeah, sure. It's not game. Rudy's staying in the paint. Another 25-20 for him. You know what I'm saying? Easy.
Wow. Write these down, listeners. You're about to make some serious cheddar. Some serious guacamole.
You heard it here first. Take that money to the bank. Run with it.
Disclaimer: this is not financial advice. We do not endorse these on the Green Round podcast.
You don't want financial advice from me. Believe that.
Your account can go up as well as down.
Yeah.
I love those little disclaimers.
72% of users of this app have lost money.
Yeah.
Like I read that today on the tube. Plus 500 something. Invest with a free share. And disclaimer: 72% of users of this app have lost money. Sign me up.
By the way,
Sounds good.
sounds like a good plan.
Oh, man.
0% of minus money is not a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yay, Christmas.
So we leave you with Christmas cheer.
It's the most depressing Christmas episode we've done.
Please, happy time.
Yeah, it's like
Like everything's on fire.
It's fine. I'll add some jingle bells to it. It'll be great.
Drinking heavily.
Like it's already started. Like
Tell-
5 days away
Max-
from Christmas. It's
Max is
already
4 days to go. Is already drunk. Bloody hell.
Been locked in the
Man.
house for like 8 straight days.
It's fair enough. It's fair enough.
Yeah, man. Tiny Tim ain't getting pops home for Christmas, man.
Hey.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Anyway,
But hey, maybe one year we'll do a real creative episode with like the Ghost of Christmas Past and stuff when I'm feeling frisky. Ideas bubbling.
when we
Yeah.
get back to normal times, eh?
Yes. Do you know what's going to be
Which
even better than this
is-
episode is next week when we go over what happened in the Christmas Day games and all of those amazing games. Get astute analysis from us on how amazing they were.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Shaq, the
Can we
Shaq
play,
Harris, Chris triple double.
Who he play for?
Christmas Day special. Ah, man. No, or even
depressing.
better, what league was he in before he got called up?
Oh god.
What profession did he do 10 days ago?
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Oh, the advertisers will be so happy that the Christmas Day games went ahead.
Crypto.com.
Cam Thomas versus Isaiah Thomas. All right. I think that's all. Guys.
And that's it.
Merry
Fun
Christmas.
episode. Fun episode. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. Happy Hanukkah if you celebrate that, and
Yeah.
any and everything else that you're up to over this period. Hope everyone's safe. Hope everyone's healthy, and I hope everyone's happy this Christmas. So from me, David Sagoe.
Absolutely not.
From Thomas Arnal.
Goodbye.
From Michael Downey.
Good night.
And from Jose Garcia Vidal.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Feliz
And Tom's there.
Yeah.
Smile.
Yeah.
Smile. Hope you make good decisions.
It's Christmas.
Good
Don't
night,
talk
Mexico.
anymore.
Good night.
Always ask for consent.
Yes.
We're out.
Yes. Blow it up.
Not
Blow it
bad
up.
message.
Blow it
Not
up.
bad
Blow
message.
it up.
Blow it up.
We need to trade Dave. We need to trade him.